test, mic test. Haida, what's good? What up? Can you hear my voice? Yes, I'm trying to check my microphone. Is it working or not? Good day, Zach. Good to have you back again. What up, what up? Okay, Sunday will be done in few hours and the market will be open soon. So let's get ready for it, okay? But we have to wait for the others. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, that's good. I like your taste of music. Thank you so much. Actually, this is only the free copyrighted songs, okay, on YouTube. I use it because to get rid of the copyright issue, okay, just using free copyright music for this live session. So how's your weekend? Are you having a great Sunday? And also the music, if the music is too loud, just tell me, okay, in the chat. If the music is too loud for you guys and you cannot hear me well, you can tell me in the chat and I will reduce, okay, the volume of the music. No worries. Okay guys, this is gold. Okay, we're going to talk about gold soon, okay, doing the technical analysis, and as usual, okay, I will be doing my fundamental analysis as well, okay. So I hope guys are ready for the new week. The new week is going to open in about few hours. The market is going to open maybe about 5 to 6 hours from now. Yes boss, my weekend is good. Music tempo is very much to me. I don't know about others. Okay, I hope the music is good too, okay, for you guys. Very much okay, I mean. Okay, thank you so much for the feedback, okay. Just tell me if I need to do anything to improve this live session, okay. I will try to listen to all your comments and will improve the live session from week by week and day by day, okay. So guys, let's wait for the others first, okay. For you guys who are already here, okay, you guys are having a great weekend, a great Sunday so far. But remember, the market is going to open soon. So as traders, what we have to do is get prepared even before the market open, okay, because right now, okay, we can do the analysis in a little bit less pressure and stress because the market is not moving, okay, during the weekend. So we have, okay, a static chart to mark our zones and also to plan ahead on how to trade any instrument, okay. For example, right now this is gold. We are trading gold right here in the school of charts. So it is best for us to do the mappings first, do the analysis technically and also fundamentally, okay, before we start trading, okay. Do not just blindly go into the market tomorrow, okay, just by looking at the, maybe you like to look at the 5-minute chart or even 1-minute chart, okay. Don't straight away jump into the market and look at this 1-minute chart and trying to find your entries, okay. And then you see this drop, or the market is dropping, and then you do what? You place your sell entries maybe right here, okay, straight away without any reason. So that is not a good way to go long in trading because that will usually hurt you, okay, in the near future, okay. So guys, it's Monday. If you guys are ready for the new week and also ready for the analysis, you can spam me some emojis in the chat, or you can just type ready or anything. Okay, just respond in me in the chat so that I know that you guys are ready for the new week, and so that I can start the live market outlook soon. Okay, as usual, before we start our market outlook, maybe if you guys want to ask some questions, okay, or even I can do a short class, okay, on anything that you want me to talk about, okay, regarding gold or trading gold. Born ready. Thank you, Aida. Okay, with the fire emojis, that's good. That's the energy we want. Okay, the others, I hope you guys, okay, looks like you guys are not so pumped for the new week. Come on guys, are you guys ready for the new week? It's going to open in about few more hours. So right now, it's best for us, okay, to do some analysis first. But before we do our analysis, okay, I can do maybe 20 minutes short class session. If you want to ask me anything, I'll try to explain to the best of my knowledge and also experience. So if you have any question that you want me to explain in detail, okay, you can just type in the chat. Okay. Okay. Short class. Okay, if you don't suggest me any topic you want. Okay, if not, I have already think about something to talk about. But if you have any question, okay, that you want me to explain so that you can understand better, okay, especially when you have some difficulties in trading, okay, regardless of what issues, okay, I will try to explain to the best of my ability. Okay, Fearless is asking about how to do mapping, sir. Okay, thank you for asking. And Haida, what is the best risk to reward or most suggested risk to reward? Johan Shippers with the thumbs up. Thank you so much, bro. Okay, Haidar is asking about what is the best risk to reward or most suggested RR. Fearless is asking about how to do mapping. Okay, how to do mapping. Okay, that is exactly what we are going to do tonight during the market outlook session. I'm going to do my mappings. Okay, and then I will also talk about a little bit about the fundamentals. So Fearless is asking how to do mapping. I'm going to teach that after this as I go along with the market outlook session. Okay, doing the technical analysis and also the fundamentals. And from Haida, where is the best risk to reward or most suggested RR? Okay, and Johan Shippers is asking how does SMT work? Okay, I cannot comment on that, Johan Shippers, because I'm not using SMT. Okay, but maybe you can refer to some other resources that you can find about SMT. Okay, sorry Johan, I cannot explain that because I do not use SMT. Can you explain FBG? Also, I don't use FBG. Okay, even though I know what it is. Fair value gaps, I don't use ICT, so I'm not going to explain or doing my technical analysis using the terms that probably ICT is using, because I'm not using his techniques. Okay, I have my own techniques and mostly just using the basic things. Okay, support, resistance, trend lines, okay, supply and demand breakouts, okay, but I don't use the terms that ICT is using. Probably sometimes when I'm explaining, I will use similar, okay, but that doesn't mean that I'm using ICT's techniques. Okay, so if you're using ICT or whatever, SMT, okay, that's okay. Okay, just go with it if you are profitable with it. But for me, okay, during my market outlook session, usually I will just talk about the basic thing, okay, the support, resistance, marking my zones, and also looking at the trends on high time frames, lower time frames, and also trying to do our analysis and forecasting, okay, or try to plan ahead on how to trade gold when the market opens tomorrow. Okay, so guys, Haidar, what is the best risk to reward? Okay, regarding risk to reward, okay, let me change the song first because it is too epic for class. Okay, because you guys looks like every day is ready right now. Everyone is ready right now. So Haidar, you're asking about risk to reward. Okay, it depends. If you want to go low risk, okay, and target consistent profits every single day, okay, especially with your main account, okay, that is good for you to start with a decent capital first. For example, okay, I'm not telling you how much you can start with, okay, it depends on what capital do you have, okay. If you can go a little bit bigger, that's good, okay, you will have lower risk and also you can target consistent profits even better every single day. But if you have lower capital, okay, and you still keep trading every day, okay, that's okay too. But just remember, regarding the risk reward, it is up to you, okay. If you want to go high risk and targeted bigger profits every single day, okay, risk to reward, okay, sometimes might sound crazy, okay, might not sound crazy, okay, just the same rules that the basic traders are using, which is 1 to 2 risk to reward, okay, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. This is the basic, okay. Just by using this risk to reward ratio, okay, you can already be profitable, okay, even though out of 10 trades, okay, sometimes maybe you lose 6 of your trades, okay, hitting SLs, and only 4 manage to hit your take profits, okay. But if you are using proper money management with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, okay, even you hit 6 stop losses and only win for about 4 trades, okay, you will still be profitable, okay. How so? Okay, I'm not going to explain in detail, okay, right now, because it might go a bit deeper to explain this so that you can understand in detail. But for basics, Haidar, you just stick with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio if you want to go low risk. But of course, every single day, okay, when I'm trading, okay, for my scalping accounts, sometimes I go, okay, not so low risk, sometimes mid risk and also high risk. Because why? Because I'm only targeting short-term movements, and for each setup, okay, my TP1 usually will be just 20 pips from my zone. So that's why sometimes I go even bigger risk than probably you might usually see traders are using. But that doesn't mean, okay, I don't have any money management or calculated risk before I trade using the accounts that I'm using. Okay, sometimes you might see that my layers are a little bit much. Okay, maybe you are only used to trade with one positions maybe. But then when you see my entries, sometimes maybe you'll be thinking, why do I place so many entries in my zone and how can I do that? Okay, actually you can also do the same, okay, if you're using the lowest risk or the lowest lot sizes, for example 0.01, okay, and you are using bigger accounts, for example $1,000 accounts, okay, 0.01 lot sizes, maybe 10 entries in the zone is still considered low risk, okay, not too high risk. Even though sometimes when you are looking at the layers, you might think that it is looking crazy, okay, too much layers. But if you're using just 0.01 lot size and with bigger account size, okay, that is still considered low risk. Okay, can you teach some techniques to us as a beginner? Okay, techniques, what do you mean by techniques? Entry techniques or trading techniques? Okay, can you be in detail? Are you teaching us type C? Yes, I'm teaching right now, okay, because Haida is asking about risk to reward. Okay, this is the basic in trading. Okay, if you are a beginner, if you're a newbie, okay, it is best to go with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. But remember, okay, by using this risk to reward ratio strategy, 1 to 2 only, okay, do not expect to get huge profits, okay, if you are using maybe low risk strategy. For example, you are using only 0.01 lot size and you are targeting 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio and maybe only placing 1 entries in the zone, okay. So how can you maximize your profits, okay, and increase your profits every single day? By using the same risk to reward ratio, but okay, a little bit high risk strategy, which is by placing more entries than 1, okay, in the zone. Okay, for example, maybe you go with 5 entries, 7 entries, okay, and then what you have to do is regularly, or if you're using that high risk strategy, what you have to remember is to always take your profits when you can, especially if the price already moving out of our zones. And also the best is if it hits our take profits one. Okay, for example, in this set right now, let me show you. Actually, let me type in my usual. Okay, I forgot to do this. School of charts. Okay, just put the label here. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, guys. Quality value. Okay, that's done. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, for example, okay, on this chart. Okay, for example, okay, right now, maybe, probably, if you're trading, for the sake of this example, okay, let's just say that we are trading on the M1 time frame, okay, but it is not advisable. Okay, let me just change it so that you will not misunderstand me. Okay, this is the M15 time frame for gold. Okay, for example, right now, with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, okay, right now, for example, let's say you want to buy at this price right now, okay, 29.36. Okay, just this is the long position. Okay, you want to buy right here. Okay, okay, why you want to buy? Okay, let's just say in example, after you have done your analysis, you have looking at the trend and all support, resistance and whatnot. Okay, you have decided that you want to buy. Okay, in this buying example, okay, you can just target, okay, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, for example, if your stop losses, okay, is maybe 20 pips, okay, you can target, take profits maybe at 40 pips. Okay, so this is the basic risk to reward ratio that I'm talking about right here, which is 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So what you have to do is remember, okay, when you make your entries right here, okay, if you're using the low risk strategy, for example, you're just placing one entries right here with 0.01 lot size. Okay, when the price is moving, you just trust the setup and let it move, and hit your target right here, okay, which is at 40 pips, because your stop loss is 20 pips, okay, and your take profits is 40 pips. Okay, that is the basic of risk to reward on how to understand it. Okay, but this is in the best market condition, and also considering that the setup will straight away move into a direction after you make the entries. Okay, but that is not what usually happens in the market. Okay, sometimes the market can stall a little bit or just hovering inside the zone. Okay, so that's why I usually give, okay, my setups with a zone. Okay, sometimes a 30 pip zone, okay, sometimes a 20 pip zone, sometimes it's 40 pip zone, depending on the market conditions. Okay, usually if we are trading during the news event, okay, usually the market will be a lot more volatile, so I probably will be sending bigger zones, for example 40 pip zone. Okay, but just remember what I'm talking about right now regarding this risk to reward. Okay, for example, if you're just targeting one entry, if you're just placing one entries and targeting 30 pips stop loss and also 40 pips take profits, do not think that you can make more than that and hoping for the market to go higher after it reaches your risk to reward target. Okay, 1 to 2. Okay, for example, it already reached right here and you are placing just one entries. Okay, if you already reached your target right here, just close all your entries and take your profits and secure the gains. Okay, even though sometimes probably the market can still go higher, because why? Because you are only placing one entries, okay, and you are using 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, so your setup has been moving and already reached your target, so there is no reason for you to keep holding, okay, because it already reached your target. For example, your TP1 right here at 40 pips, so just close everything. So that's why, okay, if you're using my strategies, I place a lot more entries than one in my zones, okay, sometimes with 5 positions, 7 positions, or even more than that, but I'm using not too big lot sizes. Okay, I'm not going crazy with 1.00 lot sizes. And right now, if you are paying attention to my trades, okay, you can see that I'm lowering my lot sizes because right now gold, okay, is at all-time highs. Okay, so because the market is looking, okay, a bit risky right now, okay, because we are hovering at all-time highs, so that's why I'm lowering my lot sizes to only 0.05 mostly. Okay, when previously I'm using a little bit more bigger than that. Okay, I was a little bit late. Can you teach your entry strategy? Okay, type C. Okay, in this class I'm not going to teach my entry strategy. That is going to be a little bit more advanced. Okay, I will teach it however soon, okay, with my wolves in the wolf of SOC. Okay, so just stay tuned. Okay, thank you for the explanation. Okay, Haida, I hope you understand. So if you, okay, as scalpers, okay, let's go back to the 1 minute chart. Okay, as scalpers, every single day, by definition, okay, we are only targeting short-term trades and only short move, okay, short-term moves. So that's why, okay, 20 pips or 40 pips is already a good movement, okay, in normal market for gold. Okay, do not ever think that the gold can move 100 pips, okay, and 200 pips every single day, okay, because it won't. It will only move like that if we have the volumes and the volatility and a reason for the market to do so. But usually in normal markets, sometimes the market can just range between 50 to 70 pips, okay, in normal markets, and then probably when the volume is getting high during active trading session, for example, European session open and also US session opens, okay, sometimes maybe the market can push, okay, a little bit more higher than maybe 50 or 70 pips. 70 pips, sometimes it can go to 100 to 150 pips in normal market range. But if you do have high impact news, okay, and especially if the high impact news have a big difference in the economic data, okay, then only maybe we can get even extraordinary move, for example, for 300 or 500 pips, okay. But every single day that you are trading in normal market, especially if there is no high impact news or nothing, okay, the market is just moving, and you see the chart, the lower time frame, for example, when you are seeing at the M5 time frame, okay, you don't see too much, a lot of big candles. You can just see small candlestick forming. Okay, you know everything that the market will just spike or move into a direction for 100 pips. So that's why when you reach your target, for example 20 pips, okay, or 40 pips, you can just block most of your profits. Okay, but if you are placing a lot more entries than one right here, for example, you are placing 5 entries, okay, when the setup move and already hit your TP1, okay, you can close maybe 90%. And if you think that the market will go further into a direction even higher, maybe possibly turning the scalping setup to become a swing setup or even intraday setup, going higher for 100 pips of 200 pips, so you can just leave maybe one entry, okay, at the lowest zone with break even after the setup already moving into your direction, okay. But that's why you need to place more entries if you're using my strategies. If not, if you already used to just place one entries and you want to still maximizing your profits, the way to do that is by increasing your lot sizes, okay. But that depends on how you want to calculate that, okay, on how much you want to risk on every trade. It is up to you, okay. I'm not telling you how much you should trade, you should put your entries, okay, how many days you should do, okay, that is all up to you. You should know the risk that you are taking before you are placing the entries, okay. That is going to be the most important thing. So I hope you guys understand, okay. I hope I answered all the questions before we go into the market outlook, okay. So I hope, okay, everyone was clear about the risk to reward. And also John Sheepers just now, he was asking about something that I'm not going to explain because I didn't use it, SMT, okay. And also somebody asked about FVG and ICT's technique, so I didn't use that. I use 0.10 lot size, risk 40 pips to target 100 pips or higher depending on the market condition, just like you said. Is it okay? Okay, 100 pips, okay, like I told you, Haidar, okay, do not expect for the market to move straight away 100 pips when you are placing the entries or when you are entering in the zone that you think your high quality zones, okay. For example, right now maybe you are looking for buys. You don't straight away think that the market will go for 100 pips and hitting your targets, okay. What usually the market will do is sometimes, okay, not sometimes, usually it will go move into our direction, hitting maybe our target one, TP1, 40 pips or 50 pips or 20 pips, 30 pips, okay, whatever it is. And then, okay, the market can retrace to retest the lows, okay, and sometimes even a little bit piercing through deeper into our zones before continue the 100 pips movement that you are targeting, okay. So when will it do that, okay? In normal market conditions, if you don't have any high impact news, okay, you do not have any sentiment news, okay, that is happening in the market, usually the market will just range maybe about 50 to 70 pips or 100 pips every single day. But okay, during active trading hours, like I told you guys, okay, during the market open on the Europe session and also the US session, and also during the overlapping session between the US session and also the Europe session, as well as the Asian session and the Europe session, okay, I'm not sure if you are understanding me well right here, okay, because we are going in detail, okay. But usually during the overlapping sessions between the Europe session and also US session, okay, sometimes the more volume might be higher because there will be orders from big banks, big traders, okay, from the European side of the market and also from the US side of the market. So that's when, okay, okay, probably we can get the 100 pips movement that we are targeting. Okay, but okay, if there is nothing extraordinary happening in the market, okay, we have no news, and especially during bank holidays, okay, usually the market will just range sideways and maybe just giving us 50 to 70 pips movement. Okay, so understand that. Are you using ICT strategy? No, I'm not using ICT strategy, but I'm aware that a lot of people are using it. Okay, but that is up to you. Okay, for me, I don't use ICT strategy because I'm trading before I even knew ICT, and before this all ICT stuff blown up, okay, on the internet. Okay, so if you're using it, that's good, and if you're profitable with it, that's good. Just stick with it. So let's move on to our main session, which is the market outlook session. Okay, I hope you guys understand what I've just explained about just now. And let's go to the market outlook. Okay, before we do our analysis on the technical side, as usual, okay, before we start drawing like crazy on the chart, okay, trying to find our entry zones, our support, resistance, and whatnot, what I usually do is, okay, firstly, I will look at the economic calendar. Okay, this is what I will usually do, because why? It is important for us, okay, to know what markets, okay, that we are facing on the new week. Okay, so for the new week, tomorrow, which is February 24th, okay, the market will open straight away. And if you look at it here, okay, on our economic calendar, we don't have any high impact news which is related to the USD. Okay, here I already filtered out all the news related to the US dollar only, okay, because we are trading gold versus the US dollar. So other news not going to impact so much on the instrument that we are trading, as a USD, and usually only the US dollar economic news, and also especially the red folders, the high impact news. Okay, this is the folders and also the news that you have to pay attention to, which is going to maybe give some volumes and move the markets heavily. Okay, like what you asked just now, Haida. Okay, for example, tomorrow on Monday we don't have any high impact news, so do not expect the market to move heavily. Okay, maybe you are expecting for the market to move even 100 pips or 200 pips on every sessions. Okay, even though I'm not saying you cannot do that, okay, but based on what we have right now, the economic calendar in front of our eyes, okay, we have the data right here, and the data is showing no news. So as traders, we plan ahead, and what we should expect, okay, if there is no news, we should expect some low volatility. And also, if you filter out, okay, and take the yen or the Japanese news sector, okay, you will see that tomorrow it is, okay, the Japanese bank holiday. Okay, the Japanese bank will be closed in observance of the emperor's birthday. So for tomorrow, when the market opens during the Asian session, probably we are going to have low volume because the Japanese banks are on holiday. Okay, even though it is not showing the first time, okay, in my economic calendar, because I'm only filtering the US dollar news, but right now I filtered out the Japanese news, and here we have the JPY bank holidays. So for tomorrow, all day on Monday, okay, the market every single day will open and start first with the Asian session. So here we already know that we're going to have the bank holiday in Japan, and when the market opens tomorrow, starting with the Asian session, okay, excuse me, maybe we should expect some low volatility. Okay, so let's filter out back again to the dollar news. Okay, and filter once again, only filter the high impact news. Okay, so we have Japanese banks on holiday tomorrow, so do not expect too much volatility during the Asian session right away when the market opens. So what we have to do is we wait for the European session, probably. Okay, we will get bigger volume, and the market will be moving even better during the European session and also the US session. Okay, and on the next day, on Tuesday, 11 p.m. My time right here, GMT +8, we're going to have consumer confidence news, and on Wednesday we don't have anything once again. Okay, empty folders right here, no high impact news whatsoever, but probably we will have some medium impact news Yes, we do have some medium impact news, but as usual, okay, like I told you guys, this medium impact news sometimes won't give the market much impact, or sometimes the market won't even move at all. So just do not stress yourself too much about all the folders. Just focus on the high impact news and these red folders. Okay, so on Wednesday we don't have anything, and on Thursday, okay, we are back with high impact news, which is preliminary GDP quarter on quarter, and also unemployment claims. And on Friday we're gonna have core PCE price index. Okay, so we know that on Monday, tomorrow, we don't have anything. So as what I told you guys, probably we will have the bigger volume during the European session and the US session, and during the Asian session, okay, maybe we will have just the market will just ranging or even move with low volume. Now we already know this. Okay, this is the economic calendar. Okay, but not the fundamentals analysis. So what is happening? Okay, regarding the fundamental analysis right now. Okay, you can look at all the data. Okay. On the economic calendar right here on Forex Factory, but right now, based on the fundamentals, okay, let's go to the chart before we do our technical analysis. Okay, thank you, Zach. Ryan, what up? Okay, you're welcome. And also Haida, thank you, you're welcome. Okay, fundamentals for gold right now. Okay, who can give me the answers? Okay, the basic answers, is gold bullish or bearish right now for the fundamentals? Okay, just can you type me your answers? What do you think about the fundamentals for gold right now? Is it bullish or bearish for gold? Okay, just type me in the chat what is your answer. There is no right or wrong. I will explain after this. Okay, we are trading, okay, the real market, so not only we need to do the technical analysis, but we also need to understand about the fundamentals. Because why? Fundamentals, okay, usually will give us the signal or hint us the bigger direction for any instruments that we are trading. Okay, especially for gold. Haida is saying bullish. Okay, fundamentals for gold right now. Anyone else? Haida is saying gold right now fundamentally is bullish. And the others, the rest, what do you think? Haida saying USD looks weak. Okay, we're going to talk about that after this. Okay, basically, okay, Haida is right. The fundamental for gold, okay, in the most basic answer or the simplest answer is bullish right now. Why? Okay, on fundamental side, okay, you have to look at few things, okay, in order for you to do the fundamental analysis. But it's going to be a little bit more deep and also a bit more detailed for me to explain everything about the fundamentals. But if you want to know the basics of fundamental, what you should understand is, okay, regarding fundamentals, in order for you to do the analysis, you have to know about this data. Okay, first is the growth, okay, and then jobs data, okay, or labor data, okay, and the last thing is inflation. Chua Jong is saying gold is fundamentally looking bullish. Okay, thank you so much. And you are right. Okay, so these are the three important aspects, okay, in the fundamental side that you need to pay attention in order for you to do your fundamental analysis. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more deep for me to explain, okay, every single thing, but you have to understand in the economic news that we just look at just now here, okay, all these folders. Okay, for example, right here, let me explain. This news on Friday that we have, core PCE price index. Okay, what this data is all about, or what this data is classified as in our category just now. Okay, core PCE price index. Let's look at the definition. Okay, core PCE price index. Excuse me, let me have a drink first. Okay, core PCE price index month over month is, okay, in this Forex Factory definition, change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers, excluding food and energy. Okay, the keyword here is the change in price of goods and services. Okay, so if the price of goods and services is increasing, so that means it is not good for the currency, or it is not good for the economy. If the change of the price in goods, if the change in the price of goods and services is decreasing, So that means that people are paying lower, okay, to buy things, okay, to buy basic necessities, for example, to buy foods. Okay, I'm sorry, excluding food and energy, okay? So for example, to buy other things except food and energy, if the price is decreasing, okay, for example, services, okay, if you are using some services in your country, okay, and the price of the services increasing, so that means it is not good for you and it's not good for the economy because you are paying more in order for you to obtain the services. So right now, this data, core PCE price index month over month, is, okay, included in this section, okay, of the fundamental analysis. Inflation, okay, so the change in price of goods and services, excluding food and energy just now, which is the core PCE price index, okay, will tell us, okay, regarding the data about inflation. And the next thing is labor, okay, labor or jobs. Okay, what is the data that is going to tell us about the labor and the jobs section or sector in the US? Okay, if you look at the economic calendar, okay, the biggest news that everyone will be waiting for, okay, let me just fast forward. Okay, here, okay, next month on March 6th, okay, on the week March 6 until March 10, okay, we're going to have our next NFP, okay. So on Friday, okay, at this trading week, we're going to have our next biggest news, okay, for the jobs or the labor sector, which is the non-farm employment change, okay, which is the change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. So this is the jobs data, okay, in the fundamental side that I'm talking about just now. And the next thing is the growth sector, okay, in the fundamental side. What is the growth sector, okay, and how to look at it on this economic calendar? Okay, if you want to look at growth, you have to pay attention, for example, okay, to the data here, core retail sales, okay, this is all growth data, and also GDP numbers, okay, GDP numbers is also one of the growth data. So if GDP is increasing, which means more growth in the economy, and the economy is doing well. But if GDP is decreasing, core retail sales is decreasing, okay, that means the economy is having less growth and it is not looking good. So right now, based on the fundamental side, because we are trading gold, we have to pay attention to the fundamentals of the dollar, okay, right, because we are trading XAU USD, so it doesn't make sense for us to look at other currencies. So we have to pay attention to USD or dollar because we trade XAU USD. Okay, so whatever happens to the dollar will give effect to gold. So right now, based on these three metrics for the fundamentals, okay, what I can say right now for the dollar, based on the data, you can go and take all the data and do your analysis. Okay, you can look at the NFP from month over month, what is happening. You can also look at the core PCE price index month over month, okay, what is happening. Also, you can look at the services, PMI services or GDP, okay, or everything, okay, in the fundamental side if you want to do the analysis. But right now, basically what we can say is on the fundamental sides, it is not looking so great for the dollar. So that's why gold is bullish on the fundamental side, okay. And the other reason is why gold is bullish on the fundamental side is the next thing is war sentiment, okay. We have ceasefire talks in the Middle East, but it is not progressing well. And also Ukraine and Russia, okay. Recently we have a new sentiment with the Ukraine and Russia war, which is saying that probably President Zelensky and also Putin is going to meet and talk about the way forward, okay, regarding the war that is happening in their countries. And also we have ceasefire talks in the Middle East, but for now, okay, what I can see is the sentiment is still looking hot, okay, and the war is not going to go away in any time soon, because recently as well Trump already announced that, okay, he is going to rebuild, okay, in his word, maybe he said is going to rebuild Gaza. Okay, there is also not a good sentiment, okay, on this side. Because why? Because you cannot simply, okay, take over a country like it is some kind of object that you can buy. Okay, for Trump as the president to say that, okay, it is going to give a little bit more sentiment in the market, okay, which is maybe hinting to us that the war probably is going to escalate. Okay, but let's not hope for that. Okay, let's hope for things to get better and for the war to stop, okay, sooner. Okay, so these are the fundamental side for gold. It is looking bullish, and also we have the sentiments, and also if you read the news, okay, recently Elon Musk and also the Dodge team and also Trump has already given maybe access or given the approval for the Dodge team to look at Fort Knox. Okay, if you don't know what Fort Knox is, Fort Knox Audi. Basically, okay, Trump wanna know whether gold is, whether the US is really having gold reserves in Fort Knox. Okay, so this is also big for gold, because why? Because right now Trump is trying to do the audit in Fort Knox, okay, to find out whether the US is actually having the gold reserve there, or everything just in papers and the US is not holding any physical gold. Okay, so this is really big. So that's why, okay, after we know all this, the sentiments, what is happening in the market, and also, okay, the economic calendars, only then, okay, we move on into our chart to do the technical analysis. So we do know, okay, that the dollar is looking a little bit not so good on the fundamental sides. So to prove that, okay, or to look at it clearer, okay, let's go to this chart of the dollar. Okay, this is the chart of the dollar. So dollar right now, if you can go to a high time frame to do analysis, okay, it is best for you to look at high time frames first. So this is the daily time frames for the dollar. Okay, let's look at the daily time frame for the dollar. And if you just observe, okay, this daily chart for the dollar, okay, what can you say about this chart? Okay, what can you say about the dollar? Aiman, do you use prop firm and how you continue profitable? Any money management strategy? There is a lot of questions in one sentences. I don't use prop firms, and how to continue profitable? Okay, you have to have your own strategy and use, and also stick to a proper risk management, money management, in order for you to be continuously or consistently profitable. Okay, Johan Shipper's bullish. So the dollar, Johan Shipper is answering bullish with a question mark. The others, well, can you tell me about this dollar chart right now before we go into the technical side on gold? Okay, I already explained to you guys that the fundamental side for gold is looking bullish. Because why? Because all the metrics and all the data that has been coming out for the dollar recently is not showing a positive data. Okay, a lot of the data that has been coming out is showing, okay, a little bit of slowing in the economic activities, okay, especially in the growth side and also inflation. Okay, last 2 weeks is coming out really high, which is at 3.0%. Okay, when in fact the Federal Reserve, okay, has been trying so hard to keep the inflation low, and the target is at 2%. And we do see, okay, a little bit of decreasing inflation. But then last 2 weeks, okay, the data comes out recently, which is showing us the inflation right now is at 3.0%, which is high. Okay, so that's why it is not looking so great for the dollar. Okay, Aiman, HNS, okay, that's good. Some chart patterns, HNS, and also Aiman is saying dollar index possibly go bearish. Okay, let me explain. Previously, right now, okay, if you look at the chart, okay, just follow my crosshair right now, you can see that gold has been trending to the upside. Okay, this is as we are building up into Trump's presidency news. Okay, the dollar has been moving in a bullish momentum and has been trending bullish. But then on this daily chart, okay, recently we have some kind of a rejection, okay, or a reversal, or even if you draw a trend line from this low, okay, you can see that for the dollar right now, okay, this bullish trend line somehow right now has been broken out. And also on this daily chart for the dollar, this is the dollar chart, okay, it managed to make a retest, okay, on this trend line, okay, nearly hit the trend line, but we can consider it is a retest. And also it actually retested this, okay, supply zone or this bearish engulfing candle zone, okay, and then it managed to reject from there and then keep going bearish on the daily chart, okay. And also last week, okay, looks like it is still going bearish. So that's why on the fundamental side, after we do our analysis, okay, I told you guys that the dollar is not looking so bullish anymore, and for gold the fundamental is looking bullish. And we can even see that, okay, clearly what is happening on the chart for the dollar. Okay, the dollar is right now, it is still early for me to say that it is already going bearish, but at least right now we do have some kind of correction, okay, or sideways range, okay, on the daily chart, or a rejection a little bit from this bullish trend, okay. Initially it was going strongly bullish and managed to hold this trend line, and then it broke from there, and then it managed to make a retest and keep dropping, even though it is not dropping too heavily for us to say that dollar is already looking strongly bearish. But at least right now the movement is overall to the downside. So we do know that dollar is looking bearish on the technicals, okay, on the chart. And we also have this big red candle, engulfing candle on Thursday, okay, and then a small green candle on Friday failed, okay, to break higher, and also failed to break lower, but it is closing inside this bearish engulfing body, okay. So that means this bearish momentum is still looking strong on this technical side on the daily chart of the dollar, okay. So now we know that on the daily chart, okay, at least for the dollar right now it is looking bearish. And if you want to go higher, okay, you can go to the weekly time frame as well. You can also see that on the weekly chart, okay, we do have a strong, okay, bearish candle forming, okay, week by week right now, okay. Previously we only see green candles and then huge red candles on the weekly time frame, and then back green candles. But then recently we have this red bearish candle on the dollar chart on the weekly time frame, and then we only have this one green candle or bullish candle, and then straight away 3 weeks after that, okay, we also continue with a bearish candle closing on the weekly time frame for the dollar. So based on the technicals, the dollar is looking a bit bearish. So let's go to gold. This is the most important chart for us tomorrow, okay. So let's go to the weekly chart, okay. Let me delete all this first. Okay, on the weekly chart, okay, for example, it is looking bullish. If you want to go higher, okay, let's do the analysis on the monthly chart as well. On the monthly chart, okay, gold is still looking strongly bullish, okay, with all these green candles forming, okay. We do have red candles, okay, right here, okay, but only these 2 months, and then right away this year on January, gold paint a huge bullish candle, bullish engulfing candle, eating these 2 previous bearish candle. And then currently on February, the month that we are in right now, okay, gold is still printing to us a bullish candle. And the body candle, even though this monthly candle, okay, have few more days before it is closing, it's not gonna close next week. It will be closing on the week after that, okay. But at least right now on the monthly chart, okay, gold is still looking strongly bullish, okay. And if you want to do our simple technical analysis on the monthly chart, okay, we can see that the market is trending bullish on the monthly time frame, okay. It is heavily bullish. We barely have a strong rejection or solid bearish movement on the monthly chart as of now. So that's why, okay, based on this monthly time frame and also based on these technicals, okay, as we are looking at this monthly time frame right now, gold is still looking bullish. So let's move on. There is not much to talk about on the monthly time frame because we don't have anything on the left, okay, no resistance for us to mark on. But we do have a support right here, but it is looking too far away. But if you want to label it, you can just mark this, okay, as your monthly support, okay. But it's too far away right now, from our price point. Let's just label it right now, okay, as the monthly support. And then we move on to the weekly time frame. Okay, this green zone that we just marked is our monthly, okay, support zone. Okay, let's make it, okay, around right there. There is our monthly time frame support. So right now on the weekly chart for gold, okay, still there is not so much to talk about, except the market is still trending strongly bullish with all these green candle closing on the weekly time frame. Guys, this is the weekly time frame, and remember, the higher the time frame, okay, the stronger the reaction for the market. So right now on the weekly time frame, gold is just showing us, okay, bullish momentum based on all this green candle closing. And also we do have our previous all-time highs right here, okay, which has been broken out recently. So there is also another data that we get from the weekly time frame. So it is moving in a bullish momentum, already breaking the previous all-time high and kept making new all-time highs. Even last week, okay, it managed to make once again new all-time highs, but then closing just below that new all-time highs that it managed to make, okay, on this weekly time frame. But still, the body candle is looking green and actually even bigger than this previous weekly time frame. Okay, when this weekly time frame was forming, okay, on the previous week, okay, here we do see some kind of strong rejection, okay, on by these long wicks on the weekly time frame, okay. But then this week, gold just closes the body candle green, okay, just ignoring this rejection, which is telling to me, or telling to us, that the momentum is still looking bullish on the weekly time frame. And then we move on to our next time frame. This is the way we do our multi time frame analysis. And then we move on to our daily time frame. Okay, on the daily chart as well, okay, we can make this zone, okay, the zone that we are drawing on the weekly time frame, even sharper by looking at this daily level. Okay, here also our previous all-time highs that has been broken out. So drag our zone. This is our daily zones right now. Just make this shorter. Okay, so we do have our previous, okay, on the daily time frame, we can see that we have a strong bearish momentum when price was reaching at this level. Okay, here we have a strong bearish momentum, okay, and then price managed to make a recovery, and then once again bearish momentum, okay, and then just sideways move, and then gold managed to reject once from here with this candle, okay, and then it kind of turned a little bit bearish. But then the next day after that, on this daily time frame, it just recovers the bearish momentum really easily. And then, okay, on the following day, gold just breaks, okay, this previous all-time high, and then make a retest, and then manage to go higher. Okay, so this is also, okay, on the daily time frame, even we can see clearly that gold is looking strongly bullish, because it just ignores, okay, this strong bearish momentum or selling zone on this daily time frame. Okay, just break from it, okay, managed to break away from it, and keep continuing higher. And then, okay, let's just focus on the recent range that we have on the daily time frame. Okay, here is our recent range, okay, or our current range on the daily time frame. So what we can see from here is, yes, we do have a strong bearish engulfing candle closing, okay, right here, okay, on Friday last 2 weeks. But then last week, what gold is doing on the daily time frame is, once again, okay, it just ignores this strong selling level, okay, usually a bearish engulfing candle, okay, on the high time frame, especially daily time frame, okay, usually will indicate a strong selling pressure at that level. And when price retested that level, usually if sellers are still strong and are still interested on that price, okay, usually when price reaches that level once again, it will reject and make a bearish continuation. But then we do see right here on this daily candle, gold just break and close above this bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame easily, okay, without any hesitation, without any rejection or long wicks on the daily time frame. So this is another, okay, information that we have that gold is showing to us, okay, it is still looking strong, okay, not going bearish anytime soon. And also, if you want to mark our nearest support and resistance based on this current daily range that we have, okay, we can consider this level, okay, as our support, okay, on the daily time frame. But of course this support is going to be big, okay, because it is a daily time frame. And also our next support is around right here. Okay, if you want to market like me, okay, you can just consider this body candle. Okay, so this is your daily time frame support, nearest support, okay, that you have right now. And based on the daily time frame as well, you can see that gold, okay, is still trending strongly bullish. Okay, even though we have this bearish rejection, okay, on Friday last 2 weeks, but then, okay, we can consider this as just profit takings on Friday last 2 weeks. Okay, not a rejection or not a bearish reversal confirmation, because last week gold just continues its bullish momentum really easily and even making new all-time highs, but then kind of struggles, okay, on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday before the market closing. But even though it is struggling right here, okay, even though it is struggling right here, but it already break this level and managed to stays above this bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame, which is telling me as well that this level also can be considered as a strong support. And here on the daily time frame, we cannot see that clearly, so that's why we need to go into our lower time frame on the H4. Okay, this is the H4 time frame for gold. Okay, this is how I do my analysis from the bigger time frame to the lower time frame. Okay, that is what we call multi time frame analysis strategy. Okay, we are already talking about the monthly, okay, the weekly and the daily. So right now we go lower because we are not trading on the bigger time frames, but our bigger time frames are important for us to get, okay, an idea in what the market is doing currently, okay, and high time frames especially. You need to know the current bias of the market. Is the market going bullish or is the market going bearish on the high time frame? Because why? Because that is where the most impact or the most reaction will be happening, okay, on high time frames. If the high time frame is showing you a bullish momentum, a bullish movement, a bullish trend, it is best for you, okay, to find your zones, mark your zones and find for opportunities to go long because the market is trending bullish. But if it is showing to you on the high time frame that it is going bearish, okay, the best positions and the best entries for you to find or to look for is for a sell opportunities. So right now, when you already know that the high time frame is looking bullish, the fundamentals is also looking bullish for gold, okay, we need to plan, okay, the best trades for us right now is to just look for buys opportunities, okay, as long as the market is showing us it is holding the bullish momentum and bullish trend, and until the market is telling us not to do that anymore. Okay, so right now these are the zones that we already marked on the daily time frame. So like I told you guys, to make it sharper, we can make it sharper on the lower time frame. So right now I'm going to a little bit more lower time frame compared to the daily, which is the H4 time frame. So I'm also right now answering your question, who is asking me just now on how to mark the zones. So right now I'm doing it live, so you can pay attention and learn how I mark my zones. Okay, so right now this is the recent range on the H4 time frame that that we can pay attention to and focus on to trade. So right now we do have, okay, let's look lower on this H4 time frame. Okay, if you want to draw a trend line, okay, you can take these lows, okay, and also draw a trend line from there. Okay, if you want to take, okay, a little bit more closer trend line from the current price, you can take this low and also this low. But when you draw that a trend line like that, okay, you can see I usually take the body candle, okay, to draw my trend lines. So right now, if you are drawing the nearest trend line that you can draw on your current chart on H4 right now for gold, you can see that the market is still trending bullish. And if you want to draw your path, you can also see that the market is clearly, okay, when it is moving in a bullish momentum, it is moving in a strong impulsive move. But when it moves in a bearish momentum, okay, it move, yes, it is going down, but okay, the momentum, okay, the move is looking shorter compared to the bullish move. And then here, okay, after moving bearish, we managed to get a strong bullish recovery once again. And here, once again, strong bearish move on the H4 time frame. But then when price reaches right here, okay, it managed to stop and go higher, forming a support right here, and then keep going higher. So on this H4 time frame also, you can say that gold is still trending bullish, and we do have our daily zones right here. And also on the H4 time frame, if you want to mark it and make it a little bit sharper, okay, this is your first and nearest H4 support. Okay, if you want to label it, you can mark it as your H4 support. Okay, it just turned bearish. Okay, dollar index possible to go bearish. I'm saying how to know supply and demand in chart should use high time frame. Okay, I will tell you how right after this. So when you are marking your zones, okay, usually, okay, in basic technical analysis, okay, you can mark a zone. If you want to draw a support, you can look at, okay, the lowest point that the price is going or has been to before it managed, okay, to hold that level and keeps going higher. So by that definition right here, we do have our H4 support right here, and here as well. If you want to make it a little bit more sharper, you can consider this low right here, and also consider this, okay, big momentum right here. This is where buyers step in and pushing the price up. So here is also our next signs that buyers are strong, which is rejection to the downside. And then on the H4 time frame, price didn't even close with a strong body candle, bearish body candle right here. Price just wake up, okay, even though it is closing the body red, but here it is telling us it has already made a strong rejection, okay, on the H4 time frame, and then it managed to kept going bullish. And then once again it drops really heavily, arrives at this level, okay, the same level that it managed to reject from, and then it kept going higher. So that's why this level can also be your next H4 support, okay, if you want to mark it. And then here, even though we mark it on the daily time frame, also on the H4 time frame, you can see clearly, okay, we do have reaction right here. Price was going, okay, kinda looking bearish, okay, trying to pierce through, okay, lower, but then closes the body candle right here above, and then the next candle is going bullish, and then it managed to retest that level and kept going, okay, impulsively bullish to the upside. So this is already telling us that the market is still moving in a strong impulsive move to the upside and still looking bullish. So for tomorrow, for the new week, okay, based on this H4 time frame, you can also see we do have a strong bullish reaction right here from buyers. Okay, here when price was stalling, okay, and then we do have a sudden bullish move to the upside, indicating to us that we have a strong buying pressure at this level, and then price to manage to go, okay, strongly to the upside, okay, going bullish. So this is also our next H4 zones. So we do have our support zones right here, and where is our selling zones, our resistance, okay, right? When you want to do your technical analysis, you always mark your zones, okay, you try to find your support, resistance, and also you try to mark your, okay, trends. So right now we already marked our supports on the H4 time frame and also the bigger time frame daily also. So right now, where is our resistance? We only have our resistance at this point, okay, here on the H4 time frame. Okay, this is the only resistance that we can see from the current chart, because price is trading at new all-time highs range. Okay, there is nothing on the left for you. Okay, if you zoom out, okay, until the end of the historical price that gold has been making, you will not see anything, because this is the current highs that we are trading right now. We are trading in history, okay, we are trading at all-time highs. So right now, based on the H4 time frame, we have a strong resistance, okay, right here on the H4 time frame, which has been shown by the strong bearish movement from gold, okay, on the H4 time frame. And here once again, it retested that same level on the H4 time frame, managed to retest this bearish engulfing body candle, and then kept rejecting. Okay, see, kept rejecting strongly, okay, and then here rejected, and here also tries to go lower, and then rejected, closing in the middle. So that is why I said, okay, this zone, okay, probably going to be our strong H4 support as well, but we have to look at the price action and how the market is moving tomorrow. So right now, based on these zones that we have, okay, we already done marking our resistance and support. So how to trade gold for the new week? Okay, to trade gold for the new week, okay, based on this analysis on the H4 time frame, the best way is, right now price is just sitting in the middle. Okay, this is a no trade zone for me, okay, or a low quality setup. Okay, yes, we can have our setups on the lower time frame. For example, if you want to look at lower time frame, okay, you will not find any setups on the 1 hour time frame. Probably you go to the M15 time frame. Okay, maybe on the M15 time frame you do have a few more zones, okay, on the M15, but like I told you guys, okay, just focus on the high time frame zones, because that will usually give you the biggest impact, not these lower time frame zones. Okay, lower time frame is only for you to find your confirmations and to find your entry zones and exit. Okay, but for you to trade and mark your zones, okay, it is best for you to do it on your high time frames, like I'm doing right now live in front of you guys. So right now we do have our H4 zones right now. We already marked our zones on H4. So how to trade gold for next week? The best way is to wait for gold to retest either of the zone. Okay, if tomorrow when the market opens, if gold is moving lower, okay, we wait for it to retest, okay, this level, okay, and if this level manage to hold once again on the lower time frame, okay, and if you see a strong bullish rejection and bullish confirmation, probably you can go for longs at this area, okay, at around 29.25, okay, if you take it in the middle zone. But of course, because I'm marking this on the H4 time frame, the zones, okay, might look a little bit bigger, 29.23, and right here 29.28, okay, only 50 pips, okay, so that is not too big if you're trading gold, considering that is your zones and also together with your stop loss level. Okay, so all together is 50 pips. So when price reaches this level, okay, if you see on the lower time frame, for example, if you are looking at your confirmations, okay, usually it is best for you to look at on the M15. So remember, this is your H4 zones, H4 support. So if price goes lower tomorrow, okay, on the new week, and arrive at these H4 zones, and on the lower time frame, for example on M15 right here, we see that this zone is holding and is having a hard time to break lower. Okay, it is just maybe just ranging, keep trying to drop, and then keep closing back in this zone, and then okay, we see a strong rejection to the upside, okay, above the zone. Okay, that is probably going to be our confirmation that this zone is still holding strong and still a valid support on the H4 time frame, and also probably on the daily time frame, and we can look for opportunities to go long at this level. Okay, so this is first our first buying zones. And then if tomorrow, okay, if the market opens and gold kept going higher, okay, if tomorrow the market opens and gold kept going higher, okay, when it arrives at this 4-hour zone that we just marked this now, based on the 4-hour time frame, okay, we do know that this was a selling zone on the H4 time frame, okay, and also our current resistance that we can see on the chart, okay, based on the previous reaction that the market is doing. Okay, here we have a strong bearish engulfing. Okay, when this happened, okay, it is not strongly confirmed yet that this zone is strong or not, but then when this candle happened, okay, when this candle formed, it already confirmed that this level is looking strong, and sellers, okay, probably are here to step in and to take the market, to bring the market down, okay, because we do have this 4-hour candle trying to go to the upside, and looks like it wants to break higher and making new all-time highs, but then it didn't. It rejected really strongly, and gold kept going lower after that. Okay, but then before the market closes on Friday, even though the market is rejecting lower, it failed to close below this level and kept rejecting from there. Okay, here also you can see the next candle on H4 as well. Okay, really bad price action right here. Okay, this is a really tricky place to trade, because with all these wicks on the H4 time frame, if you look at the lower time frame, you can have so much sideways move or even indecisive move or manipulations. Okay, so here as well, the market pierced through once again at this level, looking like it is trying to bring the market, or trying to bring gold down, but it didn't close below this area. It kept pumping and closed higher. Okay, and then the last candle on the H4 time frame on Friday before the market closes is a red candle. Okay, yes, we do have a red candle closing before the market closes on Friday. Okay, the last 4-hour candle that we have is bearish candle. Okay, but this bearish candle for me is not looking so strong. Okay, because it closes halfway, okay, through this green body candle, and we can see right here we do have a strong rejection from buyers when price was trying to break lower. Okay, here sellers are coming, pushing the price down on the H4 time frame, and then breaks lower, but then failed to close lower. It closes above here, and then the next candle kept pushing up, but then we do have sellers step in once again. Okay, the body candle just closes below this area with a small bullish body, and the next candle, okay, managed to reject once again lower on the H4 time frame. Okay, looks like sellers are strong, but then it failed to close below this area. It closed above, and the next candle is closing just halfway through this body. So by looking at this current movement from gold, gold drops from this top, dropping below, and then stops the drop. Okay, so sellers are already done right here. Okay, the sell move has already done. So right now, buyers are stepping in this area, pushing the price up, and here kept pushing the price up, and here as well, even though this candle is closing bearish. But this current movement, the recent movement on the H4 time frame, is a move from buyers taking control after market drop, after a strong drop from the market. Okay, here strong drop and buyers taking control. So this move right here is all from current buyers. So our buyers for the new week, okay, should still be bullish based on this H4 time frame reaction. And if gold move to the upside tomorrow or on the new week and arrives at this level, okay, 2950 level. Okay, remember I teach you guys also about the big round numbers. I told you guys to be careful when price was reaching big round numbers, such as right here. Minor big round numbers at 2950. So when price reaches here, if we do have a strong bearish reaction or bearish rejection, probably we can find our opportunities to sell right here around this area. But of course, we have to wait for the confirmation first and look at the price action in real time, okay, when the market is moving. Okay, if you do have a strong reaction from the bearish side, from sellers, maybe we can get our sell opportunities right here at around 2950 level. But okay, because I also already told you guys that the market is looking strongly bullish, okay, we probably or possibly can get a break from this selling zone. Because why? Because you have already seen on the daily time frame, okay, on the previous week, gold closes last 2 weeks on Friday with a strong bullish bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame, right? Strong bearish engulfing candle. But then on the daily time frame as well, it just broke this level, okay, hinting to us that sellers are no longer at this area. Okay, it failed to reject on the daily time frame at this area, and the daily candle just closes bullish, and we do have kinda a continuation, but it is looking a bit challenging for gold to break higher right now, okay, with all these kind of movements. So that's why I said, okay, on the H4 time frame, if you get a strong rejection at this level, okay, maybe this 4-hour candle closing, bearish candle closing, and this sellers movement, sellers reaction are still here. But okay, if we refer to a high time frame, the weekly trend and also the daily trend, the market is looking strongly bullish. So it is not impossible for gold next week or tomorrow to just arrive at this area. Okay, maybe just stalling or pausing for a while, okay, but not showing us a strong rejection to the downside, but then it just breaks higher, okay, and making new all-time highs, and maybe retesting this level and kept making new all-time highs next week. Okay, there is also a possibility by looking at the trend, the technicals and the fundamentals, and also the current movements on the higher time frame. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. This is our plan for the new week. Okay, of course this is based on the 4-hour time frame. It's cleverly, why aren't you drawing your trend lines on the candle wicks? Okay, because okay, the body candle closing is usually okay the best way for you to draw your trend lines, because the body candle closing is a strong reaction from the market. Okay, this week's, okay, sometimes this week's is just manipulations from the market, so that's why I didn't consider this week's to draw my trend lines. Okay, if I were to consider this week to draw my trend lines, I would be probably drawing my trend lines from here to here. Okay, okay, I'm not saying that you can do that, okay, but based on my experience, the best way for you to draw trend lines is by looking at your body candles. Okay, just take your body candles, okay, just draw your trend lines. Okay, so you know that right here, if the market were to drop, it still have, okay, still a trend line right here. So that's why this support on the H4 time frame will still be looking strong, because we have overlapping supports and also trend lines, bullish trend lines. So if it stalls right here, okay, maybe it can still go higher. So that is also one way of you to do your technical analysis, but that is what we call confluence. I'm not focusing on that right here because it's going to be advanced. Okay, so if you remove this trend line, okay, even if you don't draw your trend lines, guys, based on this H4 time frame, okay, like I told you guys, just by looking with your naked eye, Okay, you can just say that the market is trending bullish. Okay, even if you don't know how to draw trend lines. Okay, if you have zero knowledge about trend lines, you can already see by definition of trends. Okay, you can say that this is an upward trend. Okay, this is an upward trend. Okay, even though it's looking maybe a little bit slow, and here it is having some kind of difficulties on this 4-hour time frame, but overall, okay, just looking with your bare eyes, you can already see or say that this is a bullish trend for gold on the H4 time frame. But if you focus on the recent range on the H4 time frame, okay, that is why I said that these two zones on the H4 time frame is really important. Okay, if you do get a break lower from the supports, okay, maybe you can retest lower supports, okay, at this area, okay, on the H4 time frame. But if you look at 1-hour time frame, okay, we also have, okay, kind of a hidden zone or minor support on the H1 time frame right here. So this is also will be also your best zone in order for you to find opportunities to buy on the 1-hour time frame. But of course, you can also wait for the confirmation first. Okay, when price reaches right here, you can monitor, okay, if it breaks this level. Okay, but if it didn't, okay, we can just focus on the support, current support. But if it breaks this current H4 support, okay, maybe it will target this lower area at the H1 time frame. It will just drop to this zone, and when it arrives right here, I will monitor. If it stalls and pausing right here and showing me bullish confirmation, I will find opportunities to buy at around this area. Okay, but for, like I told you guys, okay, just focus on the H4 time frame first. Okay, especially if you are beginners, because usually this H4 time frame usually is enough for you to find your best scalping entries and scalping exits. Okay, because H4 time frame, okay, can give you a decent impact when the market arrives there. Okay, for example, right now we do have our H4 support, so just monitor this zone 29.25 area, okay, for next week, and also this high zone at around 29.50. Okay, this is both minor big round numbers. Okay, that's why I told you guys big round numbers is, okay, also important when you are trading gold. Okay, you can already see clearly based on this analysis alone, okay, the level of the zones that I'm marking is also, okay, a minor big round number zone 29.25, okay, 29.50. Okay, and our next zone, if gold were to break this high, okay, I'm not surprised if for next week, okay, maybe if the market is looking crazy, maybe you can make new all-time highs to target the 2000 level. Okay, this is the target for big institutions right now, and even if I'm not mistaken, okay, Goldman Sachs has been increasing the target for gold for this year from 3000 to 3100, the highest. Okay, previously they were saying that the highest price that gold will reach for 2035 is $3,000 per ounce, but right now, okay, they are changing the targets, but they're not changing it to lower the targets, but instead they are changing it to say that they are targeting for gold to reach even higher prices for 2035, which is $3,100 per ounce. So when all the big banks, okay, already saying that they are targeting that high price, so that means, okay, big banks are also saying that the market is trending bullish, and they are, for now at least, based on the data, based on the news, based on the reports, okay, they are still want to bring the price high, okay, and still want to buy gold. And also you have to pay attention to global economic news, global news as well. If you have been reading the news about gold, okay, you can also maybe be alert, or maybe at least aware that China is heavily buying gold right now. Why? Previously they paused, okay, they paused in their gold buying spree, but now they kept buying gold because the new president of the United States, okay, our beloved Trump, okay, as you might have already know, okay, based on what I talked about previously, gold is now looking to increase tariffs and also taxes to most countries, and from what we can see is to the countries that is showing maybe it can be a superpower. Okay, for example, China right now. China is looking big right now. The economy is doing well. Okay, the technological side is doing well. The stock market even is going well. So right now Trump is saying that he is probably going to increase tariffs to China on what sector that he can get his hands on, and also Trump is also saying that he's going to impose high tariffs to all the BRICS countries, BRICS. If you don't know what BRICS is, you can Google. Okay, BRICS. BRICS countries. So when Trump is telling the market that, okay, that means we have a lot of uncertainties right now with the Trump's policies. Okay, we still don't know what he is truly going to do, what he's truly going to enforce. Right now, it is all the stocks, okay, based on the news reports that we have. But he did actually sign a few executive orders that has already been enforced. But for the most part, okay, regarding the policy and the tariffs, okay, it is still in uncertainty. But the idea is, we do know that Trump is probably going to increase tariffs to a lot of countries right now. And when there is uncertainty in the global economic or geopolitical side of the economy, okay, usually gold will thrive, and gold will be a safe haven asset for investors, and investors will be buying gold heavily. And we can already see that right now with China buying gold heavily. So that's why probably one of the reasons why gold is still looking bullish, okay, even though the technicals sometimes probably not going to make any sense for you. Okay, if you look at technicals, and even if you use indicators especially, okay, you would probably be taking a lot of losses, because, okay, I'm guessing if you use indicators, by the time that the market reaches here, when it was trending strongly bullish, probably all of your indicators is showing you, okay, an overbought level, or an overbought position for gold. But then it just kept going higher. Even if you use maybe any indicators, okay, that will hint to you a reversal or continuation, okay, maybe all your indicators doesn't work with gold, because right now gold is just trending bullish. So that's why, okay, I rarely use indicators, or what I can say is I don't use indicators. All indicators that I use is the candlesticks. Okay, candlesticks are my indicators, and so the current price action, and also the fundamental side, okay, is how I determine where the market is going and how I trade gold, okay, to get my best entries, my best zone, and the most high quality positions, okay, for my trades, and also to share with you guys. Okay, based on the fundamentals right now, okay, it is saying gold is bullish, and also based on the technicals, it is also saying gold is bullish, even though the market is ranging at all-time highs, new all-time highs right now, and probably it doesn't make any sense for you, okay, and the market looks like it is already overbought and already too high to buy, okay. But don't be surprised if tomorrow or next week it can just break this level and keep going higher, okay, because you have to understand the fundamental side and also all the global economic conditions in order for you to trade gold, because not only the technicals matter, but all the news is also matter, okay, because when war happens, okay, gold will be affected, and if we have a recession, gold will be affected. If the economy is doing well, okay, and everybody is happy, okay, we have a strong growth economy, that is also will be affecting gold. And one more thing, if we have a high inflation or low inflation economic situation, that will also affect gold. So that's why fundamentals is also important. And when your technicals doesn't make any sense, okay, which the tools that we give you the direction, it is the fundamentals and the sentiments, okay. So that's why, okay, if you say fundamentals is bullshit and fundamentals is not important, okay, good luck trading with your technicals at this all-time high range. And probably right now, during this all-time highs range and all-time high region, and when the market is trending strongly bullish like crazy right now, okay, you might start to think that maybe there is, okay, other parts in trading that you need to know other than your technical analysis, your support, resistance, and your trend lines, because maybe right now the technicals are not working really well, or it is hard for you to even do your analysis using the technical knowledge that you have, okay. So that's why you need to know first the fundamentals, because like I told you guys, usually the fundamentals will be the one that moves the market really heavily, and will give us the long-term direction for any pairs that we are trading, and especially right now, because I'm focusing on gold, so I just focus on the US dollar, economic news, and also the fundamentals on the dollar, and also fundamentals on gold, to make my decisions better and to find the best setups every single day, every single week that I'm trading. Okay? So it's time for prayer here. Thank you so much for your time. See ya. So guys, if you have any question, you can ask me in the chat. Okay, if not, I will end the session. Okay, and I think I'm done with the technical analysis and also the market outlook. Okay, so remember, as usual, I will be updating my SOC daily goal forecast every single day in the School of Charts channel. Okay, and the Wolf of SOC channel. So make sure you join the channel if you haven't, and keep staying with me and wait for my alerts and more updates from me tomorrow when the market opens, in order for you to find out your best trades and also in order for you to make profits consistently every single day and every single week trading with me. Okay, so guys, I hope you guys understand the technical analysis. These are the zones. Okay, these are the plans. I will be updating it okay, in real time tomorrow. Okay, especially after the market opens. So I hope you guys are all ready for the new week and be pumped. Supply and demand is the same as support and resistance. Okay, not the same, Aiman. Okay, the name is different. Okay, although it is similar, but it is not the same. Thanks, Mr. Zach. You're welcome, Cleverly. So guys, make sure your account is all prepared. Okay, get your funds into your account right now. Okay, do not do it tomorrow. Don't waste your time if you want to be trading, and if you don't want to miss my setups, just do it okay right now when you can, and tomorrow when the market opens, when I see my setups, when I release my setups, okay, you can straight away okay decide on to follow and calculate your risk, okay, in order for you to make profits. Thank you for everything. Type C, you're welcome. Okay, thank you for joining the class and also the live market outlook session. I hope you guys understand what I'm teaching, and also I hope you guys pay attention to this analysis and maybe already mark your zones, okay, and get ready for the new week. So guys, it's already nearly 2 AM right here, so I'm going to take a rest. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, let's, as usual, okay, kill the market, okay, and get our profits trading gold every single day in the School of Charts and the Wolf of SOC. Okay, don't forget, okay, for my updates tomorrow, stay alert on the channel, stay alert in the channel, okay, and also don't forget to join all the live session that I will be doing in the near future. See ya. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Okay, let's have once again a profitable week, and probably this week, okay, as what you guys have been requested, okay, every single time for me to release more setups and more signals to you guys. Okay, just stay tuned, just make sure your account's ready, okay, and be prepared for what's to come. Okay, let's have a profitable week starting tomorrow and up until Friday. See ya.